I mean, this song was huge. It was so big, like bigger than the ass in that video. If you know, you know.
Avenue, man. What it do, man? Man, locked up for days, like shit. Lamborghini dreaming, hand martinis, titty snake bitches that be scheming. Sand between these toes, swim trunks out of Neiman. Pray the family be living good and they eating. Only way I'm sleeping, nigga, Lamborghini dreaming. Hand martinis, titty snake bitches that be scheming. Can't believe these hoes, I don't trust and I don't need them. Pray the family be living good and they eating. Only way I'm breathing, nigga.
Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if this is your first time seeing my face. I am Mars. I react, give commentary or reviews, old or new. Here I express my opinion. You don't have to agree with it, but at the end of the day, I'm still entitled to it. Okay? So with that being said, let's jump into the video. Alright, so as you guys can tell, today's title will be about hip-hop's influence on today's beauty standards. This topic has been on my mind for a while now, because every day you wake up, there's always something, whether an article, a tweet, a snap story, a video, a news report, something pertaining to beauty standards or someone trying to attain them. Whether it's by makeup, photoshopping, or surgical enhancements. And sometimes I get tired of seeing it. Like, it bothers me to the core sometimes. Because I sit back and I ask myself, how did we get here? Let's be real. Most sources and everyday people may point the finger at the Kardashians or blame Instagram and put the entire blame on them when it's not completely their fault. I will say that they played a huge part in the way that society views beauty, but let's also be transparent here. Hip-hop and R&B music has played just an even bigger role, and I'm gonna show y'all some of these songs that maybe y'all haven't paid attention to, or maybe it went over your head. So let's state the obvious. Music lyrics, images, and videos have a huge impact on how people think, feel, and behave in the real world. I'll say more so in like children and teenagers, you know, at that impressionable age, but adults aren't an exception to this either. You know, people will often use music to discover their identity or figure out how they fit into society. Research published by Pediatrics, the official journal of the American Academy of Pediatrics, indicated that children could be greatly impacted behaviorally, socially, and academically by the music they listen to regularly. More explicit, violent, sexual music can influence teens to engage in that kind of behavior as well. So with that being said, it's not that hard for a few lyrics to have impact on how somebody feel or how they view themselves, better yet others. Is just the truth, the sad truth, but truth. Like, we all have fell victim to something at some point of our lives. Like, it's just, you're human. But there is a bigger picture sometimes, and it's not so positive. Now, me personally, I'm way past that impressionable age in my life, but I know that there's still some people out there who still struggle or having trouble, you know, finding where they belong in this world. You know, there's still people out there who still struggle to find self-worth because what they're seeing and hearing is not matching up to their reality. And when they feel like that, they start to question themselves, like, is there something wrong with me? When that's definitely not the case. I feel like it's a huge issue in today's society with all the social media platforms at the tips of everybody's fingers. Hell, even children as young as 4, 5, 6 years old are walking around here with cell phones and tablets, and they have access to all of this. It's a shame. So to kick it off with some stats, according to MRC data and Billboard stats, nearly a third of all streams in the United States last year were of hip-hop and R&B artists, as rock came in second and pop came in third, which honestly was no surprise to me, but I know it may be to some of you. Now, unless you've been hiding under a rock, we all know that hip-hop And R&B music tends to glorify money, sex, the lavish lifestyle, drugs, flashy cars, and the list goes on. But a term a lot of us are familiar with is a baddie or a bad bitch. A term a lot of rappers use nowadays to describe the type of woman they have or desire. Typically, this woman has a pretty face, big boobs, a big butt, and a tiny waist, and is 9 times out of 10 what people love to call thick. And let's be real here, your average everyday woman ain't sitting up here walking around with all 4. Let's be honest, it's just the truth. Not even me. I mean, I'm on the thicker side of the spectrum, but I have like straight hips and a little booty. But because this is the image that is being pushed the most, it's making a lot of girls and women second guess themselves. I see it all the time when I'm just scrolling through comments on YouTube or websites like Reddit. Like, some may not want to admit it, but attention is one hell of a drug. And in my opinion, it's too many girls and women out here wanting that attention and validation from these men with the same pathology of some of these rappers and singers out here, because it gets them the most likes or gets them the most comments. Pretty much whatever gives them the most clout. Like, let's be real. If I had a penny for every time a rapper or a singer mention a bad bitch or anything pertaining to one, I would be living next door to Bill Gates. Okay, living good. So what I'm going to do is pull up some lyrics from Overtime from various artists, old and new, so y'all can get a better idea of what I mean, what I'm trying to portray here. And these are in any particular order. These are just the ones I've chosen, the ones that stood out to me. So we're going to start with Mike Jones and his song I Need a Dime. He says, I'm looking for a dime that's top of the line, cute face, slim waist, with a big behind. I need a dime that's top of the line, cute face, slim waist, with a big behind. You want this money? Then you gotta be a bad bitch. Shake that ass for the tip if you a bad bitch. Drop it down to the floor if you a bad bitch. Oh no, she ain't no hoe, she just a bad bitch. Yeah. For you that don't know, a dime is just another way of calling a woman a 10, because, you know, a dime is worth 10 cents. But in all seriousness, as y'all can see, this trend is not new and has been in rap songs for over a decade now. This song was released in 2005. Up next, we're gonna look at T.I.'s song called Porn Star. He says, with such a pretty face, big booty, little waistline, I want to grind from behind to the baseline. You see what I mean? This song came out in 2008, and Instagram didn't even come on the scene till like 2010. They've been talking about this bad bitch that everybody wants to be. What do men want from these bad bitches? Clearly sexual pleasure. I mean, that's fine if that's all you want, if that's all you want to offer, but it's not something that I would aspire to be or something that I would consider myself. No, it's just no surprise. In this song, he's lusting over a woman, but not just any woman, a baddie with, like I said before, a pretty face, a big booty, and a little waistline. Next, we're gonna look at Usher's song called Missing You. He says, I mean, everybody wants somebody that's got confidence. You know, it's in their attitude, the way she walks, nice legs. She got to be beautiful, nice thin waist, fat ass, ooh, and them soft little lips. Little lips, little lips, little lips. What is he describing, y'all? Another woman who he says has to be beautiful, a thin waist, and a fat ass. No surprise, right? It's sounding a little repetitive at this point, okay? But let's move on. Next we have the infamous Megan Thee Stallion. we're gonna look at her song called Body. I mean, the shit is in the title. This song is literally praising one type of body type when there's multiple. But I digress. She says, body, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, it's kind of annoying to me. Anyway, she says, body crazy, curvy, wavy, big titties, little waist. And then she repeats it, body crazy, curvy, wavy, big titties, little waist. I mean, like, do I really need to say more? Moving on the list, we have Pleasure P with his song I Like Girls. I like a thick girl with a big booty, small waist, in the face she a cutie. He also says, I like skinny girls with them A cups, long legs with them little bitty butts. Yeah, I like a big girl that can cook like mama. She know the way to a man's heart through his stomach. And I'm gonna just cut it right there. Now you may say, well, he mentioned more than one type of woman. But I don't just go by what these rappers say or rap about. I go about how they operate in the real world, what they really show. Because that's when you see their true selves. For you that don't remember, Pleasure P was featured on Love and Hip Hop Miami with his now ex-girlfriend Shay Johnson. And from what I see, she has the stereotypical appearance of a quote-unquote bad bitch. So, and to add on top of that, while on the show, his girlfriend Shay at the time had an altercation with some other chick that Pleasure was supposedly messing around with, called Gabby Davis.
Excuse me, stranger.
That clip gets me every time. Oh, what a surprise. Another pretty face, slim waist, big butt woman. So y'all can miss me with all that. It's clear as day what type of physical appearance he prefers on a woman. So all that extra in that song is dead to me. Up next, we have Sweetie and her song Tap In. Another song a lot of people are familiar with. It's one of the most recent releases of hers, I believe. I don't really listen to her. Her song starts with, don't ever stop if you wanna be on top, bitch. Little waist, fat ass, bitch, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. It's literally in the first lyric of her song. You can't make this up. Now, in my personal opinion, she's a trash rapper. Sorry. Straight garbage. Straight flaming hot garbage. But she has heavy influence on these other girls nowadays. So, I believe this is like one of her most popular songs. I could be wrong, but that's the only one I know of. I just can't believe that young girls and women hear this music and eat that shit up and want to imitate it. Like, I can't blame Sweetie. Girl, get your bag, make your money. And next, we're gonna move on to another song that I believe a lot of people are familiar with, and that is Big Sean's Ass. Now make that motherfucker hammer time. Now his song goes, I got girlies half naked, that shit look like a grotto, how your waist anorexic and then your ass is colossal. Again, small waist, big ass. What a surprise, right? Continuing, he says, drop that ass, make it boomerang, take my belt off, bitch, I'm pootie tang. Tippy towel, tippy tay, you gonna get a tip today. Fuck that, you gonna get some dick today. I mean, what explanation is really needed on this one? It's pretty obvious. This song is really straight to the point. No dialogue is really needed. Today's society places way too much value on a woman's body, let alone ass, which is something I will never understand, okay? It's literally just something that's nice to look at. That's it. It serves no other purpose, and 9 times out of 10 it attracts the wrong attention. I wouldn't know. because my derriere is on the smaller side. But I do read and I listen to other females' experiences, and they all have the same thing in common. It doesn't really bring good attention. But girls and women nowadays, they don't care. As long as it's attention, whether it's good or bad attention. As long as it's attention, they're happy. As long as it gets them views, they're satisfied. Like, it's so sad, y'all. Alright, let's go back a little. We're gonna look at Snoop Dogg's song called Sexual Eruption. He says, with a see-through dress, long hair, light brown eyes, looking like Miss Bo P. And a nigga know if I take her home with them wide ass hips, you damn right I'm gonna beat. So I approached the chick with the real pretty face, big ass booty with the little bitty waist. Do y'all hear that? Sounds like a broken record, right? What a surprise. In this song, a girl comes into the bar, he sees her and is instantly attracted to her for obvious reasons. Thick in the hips, pretty face, slim waist. Like, different songs, same story. Like, damn. And y'all men wonder why. Y'all just wonder why. And I'm just saying that. Y'all just wonder why. We're gonna move on. Next, we have Tyrese, R&B singer, with his song I Like Them Girls. This song was released in 2001. He says, rolling deep in the 6, Cartier on the wrist. I like them thick, small waist with the big old hips. So original, right? You gotta love it. Tyrese music caters to mostly women. If his consumers are hearing this repeated over and over again, or hear it enough times, they're going to want to emulate that in hopes of finding a man like Tyrese. Sorry, who gives a fuck, right? I mean, it's just facts. You can't make this up. This has been continuously the body type that men praise and put on a pedestal over any other body type for years and years and years and years. Clearly. And people wonder why everyone is slowly but surely starting to look the same. Up next is another worldwide known song that I believe most of you may recognize, and it's Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back. I'm sure most of you are going to say this with me. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Want to pull up tough? Cause you notice that butt was stuffed. It just sounds so funny reading this shit, like, without a beat behind it. Like, what? I don't need to go any further. I'm gonna just call this song the daddy of them all. You know, just based off the fact that this song was released before any of the previous songs I just mentioned. Hell, I wasn't even born yet. But that's besides the point. It's still a very popular song that resonates till today. For you youngins, refer to Nicki Minaj's Anaconda song. I mean, do I even need to put the lyrics on the screen from Nicki's Anaconda? Do I? I don't think I do. I mean, this song was huge. It was so big, like bigger than the ass in that video. If you know, you know. I mean, the damn song was nominated for BET Awards for a video of the year. The year. Meaning it was considered better than any video that came out that year in 2015. Every single video that came out, it was better than. But I'm not surprised. It's BET, Black Entertainment Television. And what do black people glorify the most? Ass. Be mad if you want. I'm speaking the truth. The sad truth. So I'm pretty done listing songs for this video, because I will be sitting here for the next 2 months going through all the songs that had influence on today's beauty standards, that are still perpetuating the beauty standards, that are still carving the minds of these young women out here. The reason a lot of women don't feel adequate enough, the reason a lot of women get teased or, bullied. I mean, I'm 26 years old and I still face bullying for my body type today. Like, I've barely scratched the surface with the small amount of songs I've chosen. Hip-hop and R&B music has played a huge part and has shaped the way we view what's considered desirable and what's not, whether you want to accept it or not. I just don't think that there's a lot of people speaking about the music side of the spectrum when it comes to influence and society. Again, don't just point the fingers at the Kardashians and Instagram. Mainstream music has played its part as well. Unfortunately, I don't see it ending anytime soon. Music artists will be just that at the end of the day. Music artists. So instead of trying to tell them to change their sound and their messages, we can just take control of what we listen to and what we consume. To me, that would speak bigger volume than trying to convince somebody to switch it up. Because again, sex sells. It just does. We are in charge. The people, we are, of what we consume and what we allow to dictate our way of thinking. My advice is, if you have kids, I would say try monitoring what they're consuming, because again, I can't turn my head without seeing a kid with a cell phone or a tablet or some sort of electronic device with access to this stuff. So monitor them if you don't want them consuming the negative messages that are out there. I know you can't protect your kids from everything, but you can try your best to protect them from some things. It starts at an early age, That's how kids end up developing body image issues and disorders later on down the line. Tell your children, tell your friends, your sisters, your brothers, tell them they're beautiful every single day, every chance that you get, and that they're perfect the way they are. Because these songs, these music videos, all this programming out there, it's messing with your mind, and it really is, whether you recognize it or not. And for you who's watching, I'm here to tell you that you are beautiful and that you are enough. You are perfect the way you were made. Self-acceptance is key. No one is perfect. Perfection does not exist. It's very subjective. Okay? It took me a while to get to where I am in terms of my confidence and my self-acceptance. And I am so comfortable with myself and in my body and the way I look. It's like a force field around me. You understand? Like, no hate, no comments, nothing can make me feel any differently than I feel about myself. And I will do and try my best to help the next person to be where I am today. So again, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, share, leave a comment. No pressure, whatever you want to do. I upload weekly. I'm on the road to 1K subs. Please help me out and join my family. You understand? Go check out my other videos if you can, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Man, locked up for days, like shit. Lamborghini dreaming, hand martinis, titty snake bitches that be scheming. Sand between these toes, swim trunks out of Neiman. Pray the family be living good and they eating. Only way I'm sleeping, nigga, Lamborghini dreaming. Hand martinis, titty snake bitches that be scheming. Can't believe these hoes, I don't trust and I don't need them. Pray the family be living good and they eating. Only way I'm breathing, nigga.